Hey guys, Joe at Dewla Dezign here, and today we're going to talk about two of our latest products. The first being our 1Jz 2Jz front rear main seal toolkit, and secondly we're going to be talking about the Mkiv Supra Ecu Modular mount system that we're currently working on and is on pre-order on our website. First part, this part had been made by another company at some point in time. Since discontinued, the community came back and asked us to remake this product, so we did. Very simple. We tried to, as always, make it as easy to use as possible. At first we did have a little bit of disruption on the rear due to some of these snouts being marred. We've since opened up this clearance a little bit and mitigated that issue. 6061 billet aluminum construction, they'll last forever. It's a common problem to see leaks after freshly installed seals on the 1J 2J systems. Usually it's installer error, honestly. If you don't have that depth just right, it will push right back out and cause leaking issues. So mitigates all that. All you have to do is tap it into a predetermined depth that we set for you, and that's it. It's really that simple. The application that we use for lubrication would be Vaseline. That's to interpretation of the user. I know a lot of people have different opinion almost as much as what oil to use in your car or how to break in your motor. You'll find just as many of array of opinions on that. So I would go with what you know or what your engine builder suggests to you. For us, Vaseline always works. We just basically apply it vigorously, and then just simply either you can use a mallet or you can use bolts that we provide, and then this front uses the stock 2J crank bolt. It pushes those seals right into where they're supposed to be from the factory, and you're done. That's it. It's really that simple. Very simple design. In the first revision, we did have a very, very tight tolerance. I do like things to fit nicely, but we also have to be realistic with clearance stacking and the fact that some of these cranks are 30 years old and they've been serviced several times, and sometimes by people who don't know what they're doing and can be heavy-handed. So due to that, we believe that some of the snouts were kind of mushroomed, so we went ahead and opened up this clearance to mitigate that issue. If you do have one of those seal tools that does have that issue, get a hold of us. We'll get you a replacement with the new variant, okay? That's not a problem at all. We are aware of that. It's not very many, but we do know that they are out there. So we always want to take care of those issues firsthand. Call us, we'll take care of you, okay? Other than that, that's pretty much it for that product, honestly. It's very straightforward. There's not much else you can really talk about with it. It's gonna make things go on nice and easy for you, and make sure that you have a good seal the first time. Nobody wants to pull out a transmission right after they build a fresh motor and get it on the dyno for break-in. Nobody wants to pull their timing assembly apart and pull their crank gear off to do a front main seal. I've had guys say that they put in 5 seals and never got it to seal until they use this product. So it's a good product. It works. It's $215. Put it in your toolbox. You'll have it for the rest of your life. You and your buddies can use it, whatever. Anyway, we're going to move on to the Mkiv Supra Ecu Modular mount kit now. If you have any questions about this product, as always, you can call us and we'll walk you through anything that any questions that you may have. And other than that, I hope they work really well for you guys, okay? Oh, and I almost forgot as well, PHR will now be carrying these products on their site. We've been working with them for a few months now, trying to get these things over to them. We now have a lot of the issues mitigated that we had in the beginning. I feel pretty comfortable releasing this part to them so they can get it to you guys. I know a lot of you guys source your parts from Powerhouse Racing in Texas, so feel free to pick them up from Sam down there. Really good dudes. They've been super supportive of my business and my entry into the Supra community, which is exciting for me because a lot of times you'll get pushback when you're a new guy in the community. Although we've been in the Nissan community for 15 years on a lot of the most major branding companies in that platform support and carry our products, but nobody really knows who we are in the Mkiv Supra community. So it's really nice to have somebody, carry your parts and be the first ones to carry your parts. It means a lot to us. I know it means a lot to me as the owner. That they're willing to help us get this product out to you guys, and Sam's always taking great care of my customers. So yeah, I don't care where you get these products from, guys. We're going to support them. Get them from Sam, get them from PHR, get them on our website. I don't care. we will support you guys either way. Okay, so just wanted to give a shout out to PHR for picking up these products. I hope that it makes it easier for you guys to pick them up while you're buying other stuff from their site. Okay, so don't hesitate to do that. Of course, we love people supporting our business, but you can support them too. And if it's a matter of convenience of you getting other stuff off of their site, please do. Please pick up these parts from them as well. Okay. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and move on to the Mark IV Supra ECU modular mount system. I want to talk a little bit about this product, where we're going with it, the delays that we've had, why we've had delays, and projected dates that we think we're going to have it to you guys. Basically, kind of a blessing in disguise due to Haltech's new release of the R3 Nexus variant, as well as ECU Master's new lineup. Super excited for both of those products. They look very promising. I want to get them on this board. I want to add them before this goes into production. We've added a lot of modules this week, but before I get onto that, I want to talk about the delay. And basically, I'll just cut it straight. We ordered a CNC and then they sold it out from underneath us. So we have one now. It just arrived about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. We're getting it tooled up. We're getting it programmed, learning how to program it rather. It is a huge undertaking. Learning a new control, it's just as much, if not more, than learning an ECU for a vehicle. So bear with us. We're working on it. We're trying to get it to you guys. I have to use that that CNC for your cylindrical standoffs that are on the final version that you'll be receiving. One of the big confusions that I've seen on the website is the titanium hardware option. I don't see my ECU on there because of the titanium drop-down menu doesn't have it. No, your ECU is still on there. We just don't have titanium hardware available for that unit quite yet. Just to be clear about this, every single ECU modular mount system coming out of the shop will facilitate all of the ECUs and modules that are listed on the site. Every single one. So you don't just pick Mtron KV8 and PMU16 and CAN bus and you get those options only pre-drilled and pre-studded. It'll have every one. So this does a lot of things. If you want to change your mind later for your hardware, cool. Everything's still there. If you want to sell the product and you want to get out of the car and sell all this product and put it back to OEM, cool. Now it's actually well received by any end user because they may not have the same setup as you and it'll fit theirs as well. So it holds value, retains the value of the product for resale as well for you in the future. So yeah, we added some modules, Motec PD16/32, the PDM 15 and 30, Haltech's PMP, or sorry, not PMP, but PDM, and then obviously we're going to add the R3 and ECU Masters new lineups. So yeah, anyway, moving forward, we added the ABS stock unit, that will go on the top cover. We also added this little guy right here that elevates any PMP that you may be using on the Haltech AEM setups, etc. This will elevate the screw pattern, so when you're looking down into the backside of the stock EFI harness, you'll actually see a 10mm bolt to connect and disconnect the EFI harness to the sub harness that goes to the aftermarket ECU. This will make it easier for anybody to get down in there with an extension and 10mm socket and zip it out really quick. It'll also make it easier to run things underneath it. It'll help with cable management, and we've added a lot of DTM clips to support any kind of CAN modules all over the board. I've got a list going for products that this does support here in the video. Feel free to check out the website. Projected date right now is probably end of February, early March is what I'm hoping to get these out to you guys physically in hand, ready to install in car. You know, it's important to me that things fit the first time. It's important to me that you guys get a product that you can count on and you don't have to, wait for a second variant. Of course, if that were to ever happen, we will take care of you. We're not going to let you leave you hanging, but I want to try and make sure that this is done right the first time. And some things like the CNC are just out of my hand. I can't do anything about that. I tried to make sure that it was here in time, and it's just the world that we live in currently too. So, but yeah, like the final product will be more like this. It's obviously a metal variant. This one has a lot of things on it for R&D, but basically we needed the CNC to manufacture these cylindrical standoffs. And that's basically the hold up right now. I've got a few other modules like the R3 that I want to get in there, and the ECU master lineup. We have been talking with both of those companies. We have a really good relationship with Haltech. We've had a great relationship with them for years. They're always super supportive, so I have no doubt that they're going to get us what we need. They have thus far, so thank you so much, Haltech, for that. I just talked with Zach Denny at ECU Master today, and he forwarded me off to another guy who should be able to help us with that. So as soon as those are buttoned up, that should not take me hardly any time at all. We'll get the CNC program, we'll get these parts spinning, we'll get some chips going, and I really hope to get this product out to you guys. I'm super excited for it. In the meantime, this acrylic piece right here is for one of my customers, Anthony. He's got his setup almost ready to go, and he requested that I made him something just to get him by. Look, if you guys are on the pre-order and you need something like this just to get you by, get a hold of me. I will get something to help you for the time being, okay? And then once we get the final product done, I'll get that out to you and you can swap it out. It'll be very easy install. I'm super excited to get this product out to market. Every time I get a Mark IV Supra in here and I have to work in the passenger side dash area, it's usually just a mess. It's just a wiring nightmare. Cable management is super important to me. Being efficient at trackside support is super important to me. I do a lot of trackside support, and anytime you want to work on something, knowing where things go makes it a lot easier, especially when you're trying to get back on track. So yeah, if you have any questions, call me. I'll gladly talk to you about anything. If you have any module requests, call me. We'll try and add it. We still have some time to add some modules, okay? But at some point in time, I have to cut it loose because otherwise this product's just never going to make it to market. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for supporting our small business. We're doing everything we can to get this thing done. So we'll talk to you soon.